And seeing is believing with those games. Like, I am going to have to see those two, Doom and Wolfenstein, play on Switch before I believe that, like, because, like, speed is so important to those games. Like, I'm not usually a 60 frames per second person, but both of those games need to be super fast. And I am very skeptical on Switch.
I'm excited just for the concept of it.
Right, right.
I want to play those games on Switch. Will they play well?
Right, because if you have those like chugging along at 20 or 30 frames, like it's half of the game, half of the appeal of those games is gone.
I think they would be aware of that. I'm curious to see like what Doom looks like on a PC on the lowest settings. I'm guessing it looks okay, and that's probably the angle they're going to go with this.
Because that's probably what you'd want, right? Like you would take the 60 over it looking.
You have to.
Right?
Otherwise, it's just miserable to play.
I mean, id Tech is awesome. That stuff was running at 60 on Xbox 360, right? Like, so I have no doubt they'll get it up there.
I remember they got Rage looking pretty nice. A version of Rage looking pretty nice on mobile phones.
And that light gun version on Breaking Bad, it looked great.
Yeah,
I really wanted to play that.
The bummer about the Wolfenstein announcement is it's not day and date with PS4 and Xbox One. It's just 2018.
And now, I don't know what that audience is, but there's probably an audience out there where it's like, I really want to play everything on Switch, so I guess I'll wait to play Wolfenstein.
Why not?
I was talking to my friend the other day, because I really haven't gotten into Doom, and he was like, why don't you play Doom? And it's like that parent angle again of like, it's tough for me to find time to put Doom up on a TV to play, but if it's on Switch, I am way more likely to play that game.
Because then you can angle it and hide it from your little daughter all
You
the time.
joke, but yeah, like absolutely. I can face this way and be like, don't you come over here. Don't you come behind my back.
It's going to be very silly playing Doom with Joy-Cons. What a world.
Yeah, like I feel like that's another reason to buy a Pro controller, honestly. Like, even if you're not going to play it on the big screen, but just to like, it's hard for me to imagine. Although Splatoon is fine, but it doesn't necessarily require precision. It's just hard for me to imagine playing like a hardcore first-person shooter with the Joy-Cons over a Pro controller.
Hopefully it has motion controls, so you can
swinging
all over the place.
Throw up everywhere.
I'm talking about just you're doing like
chainsaw.
You're doing like Old West pistols. I'm talking about holding the whole machine. I would not like to play it that way, please.
And why
to be clear?
Why just Wolfenstein 2? Why not like
go back?
It's the second chapter. Yeah, put the first one there too.
It's already pretty ambitious that they're announcing all these ports to the Switch.
When I saw that, I was like,
it's
a new generation playing it, and the first one, why not?
The first one's on a different engine, though, right?
Yeah, just throw it out there.
That's
that simple.
Just make it.
It's like
just
when we were
hit the
talking
Switch button in Unity. It works.
Yeah, it's like when we were talking with Steve Gaynor about why don't you just have a VR button for Tacoma? Just press the VR button.
Very easy.
But I had that same thought though, because it does seem like why not start from the beginning? But I mean, Wolfenstein 2 is going to be the one that everyone's talking about, you know,
in 2018.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Reiner, what do you think, just from a business perspective, not your own, but Bethesda's of courting Nintendo so much? It's strange. Like, did the Skyrim port job just work out so well where it's like, let's keep this money trainer rolling? Because I guess there's going to be that audience out there. People are hungry for content on the Switch.
I was more surprised going back that they weren't in on all the other Nintendo stuff. Remember, this is a company that made a unique Elder Scrolls game for N-Gage.
You got to check it out.
They had Elder Scrolls games on flip phones.
Yeah.
You know, like they've always spread their games all over the place. So this makes sense to me. This seems like they're kind of back into making tons of games each year, but opposed to just having maybe one or two. That's the business they want to have. So Switch is hot. I'm sure they're looking at all the franchises they can. I'm wondering if Fallout is too far behind these announcements, if they can get that working on
Even
there.
just a port of 3, I think people would still be super on board
that
for.
fits with the Skyrim time frame, right?
Are they publishing Skyrim?
Yeah.
We're not sure.
I think it's Nintendo.
Right.
Yeah, it's Nintendo publishing.
Yeah, I think Nintendo is publishing.
I wonder if
games.
it's as simple as them being the publisher. They're like, yeah, we'll give you X amount of dollars to bring more games, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Bethesda stuff isn't surprising to me as much as LA Noire. Like that's the one I'm really having trouble wrapping my head around, because when was the last time a Rockstar game, like, you know, a mature Rockstar game was on a Nintendo console?
Manhunt.
China Wars.
What was Manhunt on Wii?
Manhunt was on Wii.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just really weird to think about. I'm excited to play that game.
Yeah.
But it's just weird to think of Rockstar mature games on Nintendo again.
Absolutely.
And why LA Noire specifically? You know, I guess, is that just technically the most technically capable one of being on there?
I mean,
maybe they're trying to bring that franchise back.
Maybe?
I don't know. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this excerpt from the Game Informer Show podcast. You can subscribe to the audio version and listen to new episodes airing every Thursday. We cover big games on the horizon, games that we've just reviewed. We have long-form developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So check it out every Thursday.